You know, you keep looking long enough and you do come across some juicy gold nuggets every once in a while. Good evening, everybody. It's James with another stock update. This one we got a penny stock, Digital Media Solutions Inc., DMS, out of Clearwater, Florida. That's just north of Tampa. $1.07 a share, up 33% on the day. Here's a 1 year chart on them. We have a nice 70% collapse. 6 month chart, Downsville, 44%. 1 month chart, woo, you lost 11%. 5 day chart, 75%. Hello. Hi there. We're back. We're back in business. On a 1 year chart, they've been up to $3.50. The company has been battered. They've been bruised. They seem to have one main problem and one main problem only, but I think I see their, and I hate to, no pun intended, but I think I see the digital media solution of the problem. First off, let's just take a look at their income statement annually. We start off $65 million a year. We're going up and 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 up to $427 million a year in 2021. Getting big, getting real big. The last few quarters, down to about 90 million a year. 90 million for the quarter, for revenue. So yeah, they're still tracking about 360 million in revenue, which was their less money, just 60 million less than they did in 2021. So they seem to have lost a customer or two. It seemed to go up and then kind of come down and then just kind of leveled off here. Turned them into from a very slight loser, like an intentional loser. Is what I call an intentional loser. When you do $118 million and you lose $3 million, you just kind of spent it all. Anything you had left, you were just trying to get out of the company and into some kind of expansion by the end of the year, so you didn't have to pay any income tax. But again, you have almost a bare loss there, even for this bad quarter. These companies are often very profitable with the gross margin, and this one has a $16 million operating cost only. Goodness, that's low. That's how much it costs them to keep the doors open to collect the $360 million. Is the growth story over? I don't know. I guess no one knows. Looks real good annually, but coming through 2022 didn't look that pretty. They're almost to $500 million a year track right here in December of 2021. So yeah, they definitely came right off that track, and their new track's going to be like I said, around 360 instead of 480. Big difference in the tracks from here to here. Multiplying this times 4, giving me a revenue estimate. But still, they just lost an intentional tiny bit of money. I like to see that. It just shows them being arrogant in a good way. We're not really going to lose a bunch of money, but we're just going to report a tiny little loss and freak everybody out. Here's the problem: is their balance sheet. They have more liabilities than they do revenue. They have more liabilities than they have assets, and I think that freaks people out. They have $278 million in liabilities. It doesn't seem to be coming down. They don't seem to be paying it off. They are increasing their assets every year, and they're also increasing their liabilities. At least that leveled off between 2000 and 2021. Everything kind of just stays in proportion. Here the assets went down, but it looks like the liabilities held. So maybe they're declaring depreciation on their assets, and well, their credit card bills are still there. So in the last year, where did this money go? Was there any extra money? They didn't use it to pay off the credit cards. They didn't use it to grow any assets. These little losses that they're timing right at the zero line for us, practically. They look very real, and if they're not real, maybe they're just taking big bonuses and taking company vacations in Aspen. I don't know what they're doing, but either they made no money and bought nothing and paid off no credit cards, or they've just been in Aspen. But with that low operating expense, I guess it was a budget trip to Aspen. So what the hell happened to all of their money? Makes you wonder. Only 39 million outstanding shares. My God, this is such a low float company too. This thing can't be, it's worth $40 million. It must be. They got 18 million in cash. Wow. Okay, so they got enough cash to see pretty much anything through. They could dilute this thing if they wanted to, if they needed more cash. I don't think they're going to need more cash. It looks like they're good for probably a year or two, even if they're losing like this. Question is, how profitable is the business? I don't know the answer to that question. We're going to have to find it out more in depth, what they do, what their margin is. Is this a margin issue? Can they not sell their product for this? Maybe I don't know. I don't have any excuse for it. It's not a product, it's a service. And it should be, if you have an operating budget like that, oh wait, that's just for the month. Let's turn it for the year. Maybe that'll tell a whole different story. Yeah, their operating budget is probably going to be a shit ton now that I just redid it. Where did it go? Oh, it's up here. Nope. It went and hid from me. There it isn't. Okay. We're all over it now. Yeah, still $67 million. Peanuts for a business that does a service of, $400 million a year. So where's the other $300 million? It's not on their balance sheet. It didn't pay off credit cards. It didn't seem to, they went negative in assets. They lost assets instead of gaining them. It's like they had a garage sale, rang up the credit cards, and found some home for every penny that they have. Let's hope those pennies were going to something that'll benefit the business, but it's not an asset. And the value of the company is like double what their cash is. So this 400 million that they're bringing in, they're not even assessing this any benefit at all. They're not even giving them any value to it. I don't know. I need to know where this money's going now. I really want to know. I want to do another video on this company. Please check them out and leave in the comments below if you can tell me a little bit more about what they do. But this looks like a very interesting opportunity. This might be a company that's in control of it, or it's a company that goes to Aspen too much. I'm not sure. But we're looking at the potential for a $500 million a year company that might just grow into a $1 billion company. This looks pretty strong, this growing thing that they do. I like the way that looks. And I like the near misses. That's a nice touch. Up here they earned $2 million. They thought they'd tease us in the other direction. But yeah, you couldn't make the math land this perfect unless it was being done intentionally. But it's very bothersome as to why they wouldn't pay down their debt with the money. Or if you have no money, where did the money go? Not much news articles on them. I'm going to have to go check out their website and find out more about, maybe I'll go listen to a few of their earnings calls also and find out what in the hell they're doing. But 39 million shares outstanding is so low float. The value is so low. It's right here in Clearwater, Florida. They don't have state sales tax. Well, I mean, I'm sorry, they do, but they don't have state income tax. That'll save them some money. Something good happened, or it's just so low float. Somebody bought a bunch of shares. I don't want it for $1.07 anymore. I want it for 90 cents. I want it for yesterday's price. I want it for the price that it was when it was 68 cents. I want it for 64 cents. I want it for 66 cents. Damn, what happened here? We're going to find out in the next video. So subscribe and like the video, please. And I'm going to do another one of DMS, Digital Media Solutions, Inc. This is the penny stock of the day. I got a feeling we had an earnings report, and I got a feeling it was a really juicy one. And I am going to go bring you the dirt. So make sure you subscribe. Yeah, that looks like the earnings report after hours just taken off. And actually, maybe yesterday. When did this thing launch? This thing launched on the 29th. Yep. Looks like an earnings report to me. But we will verify. That's a launch off right there. We will verify, and if they're all of a sudden some kind of profitable company, then we probably all need to jump on this to some degree. Because if this turns out to be what it very well could be, $1 billion company that can easily pay off that debt and easily start making a whole bunch of money, we definitely want to be in on something like that. So DMS, check it out. Don't buy it yet. Let's get the whole story first. I'll see you in the next video.